Hello everybody, welcome to my videos. My name's Jamie from Wonders Games. Today we're doing a PSP capture video. I can never think of a decent title, but then... yeah. Now, earlier on my channel, I did the game's capture video, which was requested by a few subscribers, very good subscribers, and I did it and I'm really pleased with it. It was difficult though, but I enjoyed it. So it's a bit of a follow on from that, even though it's about 2 years down the line. If I'm capturing footage for a long play, a stream, a pickup video, or maybe an unboxing, I use my Elgato HD60. It's fantastic. Yes, it is expensive, but it does what you want it to do. If I'm capturing Amiga, I also use my HD video converter, which is also fantastic. Now bear in mind, there's not a lot of information on the box. Now when I did that capture video, I did something I hadn't done before. I actually read the booklet. And that's when you learn about things you didn't know before. Because it says on here that you can capture PS2, which I knew, PlayStation 3, which I knew, Wii and Xbox 360, etc. And it says PSP. I didn't know how you do it. And since that day, I never really looked into it until quite recently when I got an awesome donation. So this is my original PSP. I've had it a number of years. It's fantastic. I don't have a lot of games for it, but I've got quite a few good ones. Well, I think so anyway. Now, Ben Lewis is a fantastic subscriber on my channel, and he donated me his. Now, his one is a slightly different design. It's lighter, and it's definitely a lot better condition than mine. This one's immaculate. And he also donated 5 games. Now, at the time when I opened it, I was actually recording a vlog. And I was hoping to get some footage, but unfortunately I didn't have everything I needed. I didn't have the final piece of the puzzle. Now, I do have quite a few of these video converters. I've got quite a few of them because I kept buying them and buying the wrong ones or didn't have the right lead and I gave up. But yeah, I didn't have the final piece of the puzzle. You can't complete a puzzle with one piece missing, but now I do have the final piece. So the final piece I need is this. No, not a jiffy bag, inside a jiffy bag. Now inside here is something I bought from Amazon. Now even though I bought it from the UK, the item came from China, so it took quite a long time to get here. But hopefully this is the answer to my problem. Unfortunately, they've sent me the wrong cable. That is not the one I ordered. I have ordered the right one, but they've sent the wrong one. I don't know what that one's for, but it's definitely not going to fit a PSP. Trouble is, that took about 2 months to arrive, and it came from China. So I have to send that back. So that's what I bought, which is correct. It's not a particularly high price, it's not a particularly high rating, but that is definitely not the one I ordered, because they've sent me that, but it doesn't have that. That is replaced with something else, and that's not going to fit the PSP anytime soon. So yeah, there's going to be a setback. Okay, I've just gone to eBay and found this one, and this is the correct one. We should have 2 reds, a blue, a white, and a green. But most importantly, the one on the end is the one I want. So I'm going to order that and send this one back. Woohoo! We have it! So hope it's right this time. Right. There you go, parcel has arrived. Hopefully, this time it's going to be correct. I hope so. There you go. A deluxe component AV cable, high resolution multimedia durable cable. That's a very long title. High quality 24K golden plate plug. Direct playback UMD games or movies to TV systems. Hope it works. Okay, so look. Yes, that's the one we want. That is the one we want. Right, okay, we have the right connector this time. Now, at the moment of time, I've still got this one here. Unfortunately, I messaged them and I'm still waiting for a response to get my money back. In the meantime, we have the right thing. There we go. Yeah, just a little bit different. But yeah. So for this test, I'm going to be testing out the PSP, which was very kindly donated to the channel by Ben Lewis. Thank you so much. Right, so this should fit. There we go. That goes in there like so. Bingo! Better than that other one. So for this test, I'm using a 10 DAC, which originally I bought because I was trying to capture the original Xbox 360. Then I went and bought myself an Elite, so of course I didn't need it anymore. So we have a red, a white, a green, a blue, and another red. So, red to red, white to white, blue to blue, green to green, and red to red. On the other side, we have a HDMI. Like I've got loads of them. Okay, this needs to be powered up. Oh, poo. Okay, I have got one. I'm sure I've got one, but the trouble is, where is it? Now, I've originally had a bit of a sort out in this house, and these are all the cables which I don't really have any use for. Somewhere in here is the lead I'm after. I think that's too big. No, I know I've got one. I have got one somewhere. Aha! Right. That in there. Okay. HDMI cable in there. Okay. We are ready to go, I believe. All we've got to do now is capture it. So, there's so many cables, you have no idea. I'm also charging it up because it's as flat as a pancake. So, that's another cable which is going to somewhere else. Now this should capture it. Now that is booted up fine. But it's not capturing on the... Right, hold on. Okay, it's capturing on the TV. So if we can capture it on the TV, then we can capture it on the laptop. So we've got up the ante again. Aha! We have it! Oh, it's gone! We had it then. We actually had it. Ah, we have it! Yes! Okay. Stay there. Right, okay, we've got it. However, it's gone off again. Right, oh, it's there again. There, it's gone again. It's not liking this, is it? There it is again, it's off again. Oh, no, it's gone again. Oh, what's going on here? It's on, it's there again. No, it's gone again. Okay, I've had a few tests with this one. Doesn't work. We're going to go for a HD video converter for this one. So, yeah, let's give it a whirl. Okay, first things first, we plug in the red, we plug in the blue, we plug in the green, plug in the white, and we plug in the second red. Done. Okay, we also plug in the power supply, which should bring on a red light, and we plug in the HDMI back. Right, we're set on there. Okay, so now we go to settings. We go to connected display settings. We then go down to component. We put it onto progressive. TV type, where we want to do, and we go for switch video output. And hopefully this will work. Do you want to display video output on the connected device? Yes. Now hopefully what is on there will appear on there. Aha! Right. Okay, this is for my PSP capture video. This is again something I ordered from China and it took me quite a long time to get here. And this video is turning out to be quite a long distance video. But hopefully now I've got everything I need. Right, so hopefully I've got everything I need to get the job done. Now this one didn't work. I mean, it was capturing it, but the trouble is, it kept flashing. Every 5 to 10 seconds, the screen went blank. And then a couple of seconds later, it came back on again. But the trouble is, it kept doing it. So it was flashing like a disco. So no good. This one was no good either, which is a shame. But the problem is, the output and the input are the wrong way round. The HDMI which is on the input, should be on the output. So that was no good either. So, we're going for this one now. All the way from China. My second item I bought for this video, which has arrived from China. Now it should be pretty much identical. Okay, this is part 3 of the PSP capture video. Now hopefully what I need is now in stock. This was the problem. This is what I had originally. Now the YPBPR side, which is this bit at the top, is actually wrong. Because that is actually the output, and the input is the HDMI. The problem is, it's got to be the other way round. No good. However, this one has arrived. So now the YPBPR is actually input. And the HDMI is now output. So hopefully this will work. If this doesn't work, I think I'll give it up. I really will. Right, we plug this in again. We're going to go in there. And it only works on this design of PSP. My original PSP, it won't fit due to the design. Okay, let me show you what I mean. This is my original PSP. I've had it quite some time, and it's the original design. It's brilliant. And this is where we connect the cable. The problem is, down to the design, we have this ridgy bit here. And that ridgy bit will actually prevent it from going in. So, yeah, it won't go. It won't go. And this is my newest one. This is the new design. And as you can see, it's a lot more flatter. So, it goes in absolutely superbly well. Okay, red, white, green, blue, and red. Superb. Right, so on the output, we plug in a HDMI cable, which goes into the Elgato on the inside. And it hasn't flashed yet because we haven't told it to do so. So, we're going to go onto the settings on here. And try to remember what to do. We go to settings, we go to connected display settings, we go to component internal output, we go to progressive, and we go to switch video output. Do you want to display video output on the connector device? Yes. There we go, it's finally working now. It's finally captured and it's staying on the screen. It's not flashing like a disco, which is good. Now, on another person's video, they did say that you can't actually capture it while charging your PSP. Well, top right corner of the screen, it is charging, as you can see. But what we're going to do now is do a little switcheroonie and we'll test it a bit more. There we go. It's on the TV as well. So, should we go with that? Okay, we're now in business. Let's take it up another level. Let's try some games out, because what I don't know at the moment of time is where the sound is going to come from. Is the sound going to come from the PSP, or is it going to come from the computer? So, we've got to find some games. Now, I don't have a large collection of games. In fact, this is all of them. However, I'm very pleased with my collection. But yeah, I started going through a bit of a phase, and then all of a sudden I stopped buying. It's exactly the same as the Nintendo DS. But yeah. Right, going to try a few games out. This is Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. Tremendous game, but very, very difficult indeed. So, where's the sound going to come from? Where's the sound coming from? It should be coming through my headphones. Right, so I put my old memory card into this one. Now, we're not going to be looking at the screen because the screen is blank. So, we'll be looking at the TV. But is it capturing sound as well as image? That I'm not sure. So I can hear it through here. But can you hear it? It's only coming out of that one though. Might help if you plug it into the TV correctly, Jamie. Now it's coming out of both ears. Now, I don't know how loud this is, absolutely no idea, but it sounds absolutely fantastic, so let's try it out. Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. Tough game. Okay, so the game is Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. A video game in Capcom's Ghosts and Goblins series, developed by Toes and published by Capcom. It was released for the PlayStation Portable on August 13, 2006 in Japan, and August 29, 2006 in North America. Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins is the first game in the main series to employ 3D graphics while maintaining much of the 2D gameplay mechanics of the earlier games. It also marks the return of the series product head Takuro Fujiwara. Not sure that's pronounced correctly, but it's a good game. I haven't played it for years though. But, like the other games, challenging. The game follows a classic scenario of the heroic knight Arthur battling with demons, but includes a large number of changes. Lots of changes, and some that do work to your advantage, including the double jump. I don't have it yet, but did it after the first boss. So many enemies in this game appear from previous games, and also a lot of new ones. And we have a tree. Shoot him in the eye. And also, weapons and armour do appear a lot more often, and there's so many secrets. And also, another thing that's good is you take multiple hits before you actually lose your armour. And because you get your armour back so quickly, that does work to your advantage. The voice of the cauldron will turn you into some unusual things. Sometimes good, sometimes not. In fact, actually a lot bigger in size. Which means there's more of them to aim at. They can also be shrunk. That wear off over time, but it can also be turned into an old man, and maybe even a duck. However, some of the characters you can still fire with, so it's not all bad. There we go, if we had the double jump, we'll go and get that. So we have to use the tombstones. There we go, upgraded. They can also shoot directly up, you can shoot while jumping backwards, and also can shoot in the air and shooting downwards. So many secrets. And you also grab the ledges, which is another tremendous thing. Right, pow! Pick that up. Up here is a secret. There are 3 specific modes in the game from the start. Novice mode, standard mode, and ultimate mode. There we go, just gained a warp attack. However, don't use it yet. The main game mode, standard mode, is the departure of the series. Arthur starts with 6 lives, and when a player loses a life, Arthur is resurrected to the spot. Armour can now also resist more hits when hit and powered up. When he eventually loses armour and hit down to his boxer shorts, he can sustain 1 more hit. But like I said, you can get it back quite quickly. Which is good because there's so many enemies. There we go, another upgrade. So challenging. Don't fall into the cauldron, that will turn you into something else. So much going on. Right, we've got one of the worst weapons. It's actually probably worse than the actual torch. Okay, I've got the dagger. Right, shoot the plants. So handy you can shoot up. You don't have to double jump yet. Look at this armour. So much armour. It's more armour than armoury. Lots can fall in there. Right, boss battle is arriving, and we do have time limit as well. And once we defeat this boss, then we'll get the double jump. It goes through a certain few phases. So this is attack patterns. Watch out for the hands, they'll pull you to the ground. I can't do this, you know. Ooh. There we go, good pow! I believe that's the end of the level. There we go, we have our double jump. The leap boot. You obtained a leap boot, which you get immediately. In fact, I don't think that is the end. No, it's not. But we do use it very, very quickly. Ah, I've got the whip again. Because at the double jump, we'll fall into the lava. So now we have the double jump. So press X again to jump into the air for a second time. There we go. Any outstanding time is then converted into points. Ultimate mode plays similarly to the old Ghosts and Goblins titles. Arthur has a small number of lives, and once he dies, he's sent back to the predetermined point of the stage, rather than being resurrected. He'll also be sent back to the start, or if he's traveled far enough before dying, the stage is halfway point. In this mode, Arthur can take 1 more hit before losing his armour, no matter what kind he's wearing. The mode is for traditionalists and expert players. I have to admit, I haven't got far in this game. Level 3 is the furthest one I've got. But like I said, that was a long time ago. And we've got to use this double jump a lot on this level. But also use it to get to additional secrets. So many secrets. Now I've got the dagger, which I believe is the best weapon in these games, in my personal opinion. A lot better than the torch, and a lot better than the whip. But anyway, a lot to do, a lot to see, and a lot to avoid. The enemies are coming out of the background. And coming out of the ground. Right, we've got Snake. We do have midway bosses. You'll be turned into something else on a boss battle. Novice mode is an easier version of the standard mode. Certain environmental obstacles are excluded from this mode, such as the tornadoes and the Death Castle. In addition, upon death and respawn, Arthur is given a power which lasts until Arthur gets up or gets hit by an obstacle. Right, no more cystic reading, I've got a lot to do here. And watch out for the waves. Not the waves you get at the beach, something completely different. Right, we've got the dagger again. Really nice, it was the best weapon I think in this game. The levels are varied, ranging from being inside a traditional haunted forest to a volcanic pits and ruined castles. Enemies are varied and tend to be thrown at Arthur in groups, and range from zombies, giants, giant oxens, flying feeders, fire traps, and string dragons. There is an assortment of boss battles, some of which are quite large, 2 of which take up the entire screen. Right, also get spiders. Apologies all you arachnophobics, then I'm probably doing you a favour. I can't remember what this next boss is. And because I've only got to level 3 in the old days, there's a lot of special skills I've never seen. This game has a lot of secrets. It's a really, really fantastic game. I'm not going to play it too long today, I've got a lot of games to get through. Right, right. Plenty of time though, a lot of time. There we go. 8.48 seconds remaining, which is all converted into score. The game has many weapons from the past games, along with a few new additions. This installment also has a new equipment system. Arthur is now able to gather items that can be stored and used at different levels, ranging from what power Arthur is able to use as a second attack, to equip standard weapons, shields, jumps, boots, etc. Arthur is also collecting different types of armour, which give him varied abilities as well. Now, believe it or not, this is the boss battle. We're hitting right in the face. I don't have a lot of skills, but I've only got the basics, so that'll do. You've got to hit him in the face. The problem is, there's not a lot of room to move here. If you lose your armour, you lose your skills. But at the moment, I've got a decent weapon. It could be a lot more powerful, but I'll go with that. When you defeat the boss, like the previous games, a key will be available to you, which you use to open that great big door. Now, some weapons are a lot faster paced than other ones, which is not too bad actually. This with a torch or whip will be extremely difficult. Watch out it doesn't stamp on you with its feet. That's close. There we go, exploded! Wow! The magic system is no longer tethered to the armour and weapon combination. Instead, power pickups increase weapon power and armour amplifies the magic spell Arthur has equipped with, which are also gathered throughout the level as pickups and also hidden in chests. There we go. Time, 3 minutes 52 remaining, and score 315,500 points. But there you go, that is Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. Okay, we're going to mellow it down a little bit and go for a little bit Archer McLean's Mercury, which is one of the first games I bought. Archer McLean's Mercury, again, I played it quite a lot, but not for many, many years. So again, I'm going to be a little bit rusty. So let's start off with new game. Okay, this is Archer McLean's Mercury, a puzzle platformer video game for the PlayStation Portable developed by the British game programmer Archer McLean and Awesome Studios. In Mercury, the goal is to guide a drop of mercury to its appointed destination by tilting the stage, in a similar fashion to Marble Madness and Super Monkey Ball. Levels come in different varieties and prioritise different methods by completing each level. The game is conceived when Archer McLean used a previous minigame from Jimmy White's Cubal World and added a metal liquid physics. It's a simple idea, but very, very addictive. The trouble is, it's going to be a very slow time because I've been reading off a screen. But you've got to try and get to the exit as quickly as possible without losing too much of the mercury. And even though I gained 100% of the mercury, that's going to be a slow time because I was reading off a screen. So I'll put me at the bottom of the pile. Not quite. Second bottom. But there we go. You get the idea. It was originally designed to have motion controls by using the tilt sensor peripheral of the PlayStation P, but was never released due to technical constraints. Mercury was released in North America on April 6, 2005, and in Europe on September 1st, 2005. Now we've got to try and combine two colours together to make another one, but again, do it in the quickest time possible. Still bottom, but then I am trying to read while doing it. Record score. The game received positive reception for its original concept and level design, but had received mixed reception for its difficulty. The game's success led to receiving 2 sequels, the first titled Mercury Meltdown, released for the PlayStation P, then revised and ported onto PlayStation 2 and Wii. The second sequel was titled Mercury HD, released for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Right, we've got to change the red to go through the red gate. Again, don't lose any Mercury and do it in the quickest time possible. Which is going to be slow, I know. Score, 6,461. There we go, bottom of the pile again. Task level 3, light all 3 beacons to finish, using the 3 colour switches. Right, what we're going to do now is split the Mercury into 2 parts. Make one of them red, one of them green, then combine the 2 together to make yellow. To allow us to go through that gate. Which you can only progress through if we're yellow. Now we split it again. One side for green, one for blue. Again, combine them together to make a light blue. The problem is you've got to do it really fast. Now we need to pick purple. Split it again. One for red, one for blue. Combine them both together to make purple. To end the level. Again, it's going to be slow. I know it's going to be slow. 21.59 seconds, 100% Mercury. Combo level 2. Use the yellow pressure switch to get to the end beacon. Right, I've got to split it into 2. One for red, one for green. But keep them safe. Don't go off the edge. Right, get green safe and take the red down here and press the red button. And then keep it safe. Now we go down here with the green and press the green switch. Again, keep it safe. Now we've got to combine the 2 together. So don't fall off the edge. We've got to combine them to make yellow. Bingo! 100%! 43.7 seconds. There you go. 4th. Not too shabby at all. Each stage has hazards and obstacles designed to reduce the player's amount of Mercury. The Mercury can also be split into separate parts by using sharp objects and hazards on the stage. Paint shops and floating devices that change the colour of the Mercury once the Mercury is under it. Some switches and doors only activate when interacting with the Mercury on a specific door. Right, you can also switch the camera around. If the Mercury is split up, the 2 droplets can be coloured differently. If the 2 then merge, they can form a new colour. Colours mixed by using the RGB colour module. For example, the green and red droplet can be merged to form a yellow. There we go. Finished. 29.74, 100%, and that is Mercury. Gonna play one of my new ones. This is Wipeout Pulse. I've never played it before, but it was actually donated by Ben. So thank you very much, Ben. I'm playing it for the first time. Yeah. I'm gonna get copyright on this. I'm gonna have to. Wipeout Pulse. Never played this before, but unfortunately I've got to mute the music on this one, so I'm definitely going to get a copyright strike. But there we go. It'll keep YouTube happy. Okay, this is Wipeout Pulse, a futuristic racing video game developed by SCE Studio Liverpool and published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation Portable. It was released in December 2007 in Europe and Australia and February 2008 in North America. PlayStation 2 port was released in Europe in 2009 of June and was the 7th installment of the series, which serves as a sequel to Wipeout Pure. It takes place in 2207 and players involved around are competing of a FX 400 anti-gravity racing league. Right, I'm not going to read any more because that is difficult to read while doing this. But this game is brilliant, I have to admit. Didn't know this one existed. Now, I haven't played all of them, I do have quite a few in my collection. On the PlayStation 1 I have Wipeout 2097, Wipeout 3 and Wipeout 3 Special Edition, as well as Wipeout Pure on the PSP. And also got one on the PlayStation 3, which I have to admit, I can't remember what it's called. And I wasn't really blown away by that one, but this one is brilliant. Now, of course, we do have an energy bar, we do have weapons, and of course, we can have additional speed by going over the pad on the floor. But I have to admit, I'm used to the PlayStation 1s the most, so this does move around a little bit more differently, so it's going to take some getting used to. Now, I don't know why that keeps happening, but I've got to try and look into that. Yeah, maybe it's a fault with the PlayStation P, I'm not sure, or it could be a fault with capture. But every so often, it will say, do you want to go back to the main screen? Even though I'm not pressing that button. But yeah, I need to look into that. But yes. Right, we've got shield, we've got cannons, we've got lasers, we've got rockets, autopilot, quakes, and mines. A lot more, but that's all I've seen so far. But when your energy is gone, you are limited. But you do have a pit. I'm assuming you have a pit on this one. There we go, mines. There it goes again. Jamie, you've got to fix this. Take it apart and see what's wrong with it. Right, so that's a bit of a setback. Final lap. Here it is again. Do you want to quit? No, I want to carry on. And again, no, I want to carry on. Yeah, that's a bizarre situation. Well, I'm actually in last place now.
Mines.
Serious catching up to do, but I can't be blamed for that. Shield is active.
Rocket.
And again, I think it's probably a problem with the capture, because this is a very, very, very high quality game, and maybe it's a little bit too much for it to handle. I have to admit, I'm doing okay considering it's trying to turn itself off. Mines. Take it easy on those bends, Jamie. Whoa, but it does look and plays very, very well. Race completed. Apart from the problems, not too shabby at all. Press the select button to go to photo mode.
3, 2, 1, go.
This is day 4 of this video. This video is taking a long time, but we are getting through it. But the mystery continues. I've just done 3 races of this, and one of them actually won. But I did it without capturing it, and there was absolutely no issue whatsoever. Not once did it say, would you like to go back to the home screen? So the issue is still with the capture. There's no issue with the PSP. So what I'm going to try and do now is play something else. We're going to play this, Midway Arcade Treasures. Let's see how it does with games that don't have quite so much memory. But also, I've taken away the screen save. Even though the screen save happens every 10 minutes, I don't think it's the issue, but we'll try it anyway. But here we go. Let's spice this video up and go for something else. Okay, I've just noticed it does actually need an update. Now, it might be something silly like that. Maybe that'll rectify the problem. So the only way to find out is to update. Update version 2.60. Go. You cannot use this feature when displaying video output on a connected device. Switch to display video output on the PSP system. See you in a bit. Now I think I've figured out what the problem is. Now where you connect the cable is there. The problem is it's right behind the home button. So I'm guessing when you're playing the game, you're moving around, this cable is putting pressure onto that home button. Somehow, somewhere. But yeah, not all the time, which is a mystery, but I'm guessing that is the issue. I mean, there's not a lot of space between there. I mean, I don't know what's going on in there, but I'm not sure if this is something you can fix. I'm really not sure. Okay, Midway Arcade Treasures Extended Play. It's a very, very small screen, but let's carry on. Hopefully we'll get some gaming here. Okay, this is Marble Madness, an arcade video game designed by Mark Cerny and published by Atari Games in 1984. It's a platformer game which the player must guide a marble through 6 courses, populated by obstacles and enemies within the time limit. The player controls the marble using a trackball. Marble Madness is known for using innovative game technologies, and it was Atari's first to use the Atari System 1 hardware, and the first programmed in the Programming C language, and one of the first to use true stereo sounds. There we go, that was difficult to read while doing this. Okay, level 2, we have 60 seconds. Now we have enemies. We have a black marble. Now also, you cannot fall from a great big height. Fall from too big a height, you'll just be a little bit stunned, but falling really too far and you'll actually crumble. Yeah. It won't kill you instantly, it'll just lose you a lot of time. Also, we have these tubes. Trying to slow you down. Every time it stuns you, again, it's using up time. But there's a choice of route. You can go through the tubes or go down the slopes. Now, you can either use the directional pad or the stick. I'm using the directional pad, which I think is a little bit easier. But there's so many versions of this game. Absolutely so many of them. It's a great game, but it's working absolutely superbly. So it's definitely down to the game capture. Next on the list, we'll go for a little bit of Mortal Kombat. Okay, this is the usual fighter screen. We'll go for Sub-Zero. This is the arcade version. And this is the battle plan. Okay, this is the game, it's Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is an American media franchise centered on the series of video games, originally developed by Midway Games in 1992. The development of the first game was originally based on an idea that Ed Boon and John Tobias had on making a video game starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. But as it fell through, a fantasy-themed fighting game was created instead. Nonetheless, paying homage to him with the nut-cracking movie star character Johnny Cage, whose initials and personal style echo Van Damme. Mortal Kombat was the first ever fighting game to introduce a secret fighter, reaching if the player fulfilled a set of requirements. Brilliant game. This is my favourite Mortal Kombat of all time. It really is. I am Sub-Zero on the left, Liu Kang is on the right. At the moment we're in a dungeon. One fatality per character. Fall down forward. There we go. Rips off his head. Fantastic. Now it looks absolutely spectacular on my TV, even though the screen is very small, so I had to zoom in for this video, so it's a little bit blurry. It's not as sharp as it should be. The original game has spawned many sequels and spin-offs, considering of several action-adventure games, as well as a comic book series and a card game. Film producer Lawrence Kasanoff licensed the rights of the game in the early 1990s and produced the first hit film made from the video game. Lawrence also produced the second film, animated TV series, live-action TV series films, the first 1 million platinum selling album, and the live-action tour. Mortal Kombat has become one of the most successful fighting franchises in the history of video games and one of the highest grossing media franchises of all time. That was all to read and do this. Right now it's me versus Sonya. Sonya is the only female in this game. There we go, finish her. Shall do indeed. No we didn't, we punched her in the nose instead. Never mind, a win is a win. The series had a reputation for its high levels of graphic violence, including most notably its fatalities, finishing moves allowing the player to finish off their defeated opponents. Controversies surrounding Mortal Kombat in the part led to the creation of the ESRB video game rating system. Early games in the series also noted for their realistic digitized sprites and extensive use of planet swapping to create new characters. Following Midway's bankruptcy, the Mortal Kombat development team was acquired by Warner Brothers Entertainment and turned into NetherRealm Studios. Right, I am Scorpion on the left, Sonya on the right. Okay. Superb. Love the background, it looks superb. Alright, we'll go for uppercuts. Why not? So there we go. Short and sweet, that is Mortal Kombat 1. We can't play Mortal Kombat 1 without Mortal Kombat 2. Now, I remember this game came out a year later. Okay, more players this time. We'll go for Baraka. Okay, this is Mortal Kombat 2, a fighting game originally produced by Midway for the arcades in 1993. Then brought into multiple home systems including MS-DOS, Amiga, Game Boy, Game Gear, Sega Mega Drive Genesis, and the 32K, Sega Saturn, Super NES, and the PlayStation only in Japan. Mostly licensed versions programmed by Pro Entertainment and sculptured software and published by Acclaim Entertainment. Currently distributed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. There seems to be a little bit of issue with sound on this one. But I am Baraka versus Baraka. It's a mirror match. Apologies if there is some sound issue. I hear him too. Right. The acid, he did not go. Never mind. There we go. Baraka wins. Mortal Kombat 2 was the second game in the Mortal Kombat series, improving the gameplay and expanding on the mythos of the original Mortal Kombat, notably introducing more varied finishing moves, including several fatalities per character, and new finishes such as fatalities and friendships. And several iconic characters such as Katana, Mia, Kamala, Luke Sidebot, and the series recurring villain Shao Kahn. The game's plot continues for the first game, featuring the next Mortal Kombat tournament set in the other dimensional realm of Outworld, and the Outworld and NetherRealm representatives fighting each other on their way to challenge the evil Emperor Shao Kahn. We did it 100% well, but then I'm trying to do this. So there you go, short and sweet. I do apologise, there's some issues with sound on that one. Rampage, tremendous game, haven't played it for years. Okay, so the game is Rampage, a 1986 arcade game by Borley Midway. Players get control of a trio of gigantic monsters trying to survive against an onslaught of military forces. Each round is completely by a particular city by completely reducing it to rubble. Warner Bros. Currently owns all rights to the property via their purchase of Midway Games. Conceived by the graphically impressed title within the technical constraints of Midway's then current arcade hardware. Designer Brian Collin took inspiration from the film King Kong and 20 Million Miles to Earth. In turn, Rampage inspired a 2018 film adaptation of the same name. Right, tremendous game. I absolutely love it. We have 3 characters. Up to 3 simultaneous players control gigantic monsters who were formerly human. The game's protagonists are George, a King Kong-like gigantic gorilla, transformed by experimental vitamin. Lizzie, who is a dinosaur lizard transformed by a radioactive lake. And Ralph, a giant werewolf, transformed by a food additive. As monsters, they need to destroy all the buildings in the high-rise city to advance to the next level, eating people and destroying helicopters, tanks, taxis, police cars, boats and trolleys along the way. And it's absolutely superb. There we go. But yeah, your energy doesn't increase enough. Eating people, you need to eat so many people. And also, some things are good, some things are bad. You can eat things that are bad, will make fire come out of your mouth. And also, you can jump from building to building. But once it falls, make sure you're not on the building. That results in losing a lot of energy. There we go. 10,275 points. Your energy does not replenish. Monsters can climb any of the buildings, punching them to pieces on the way down, eventually reduce them to rubble. The various people can also be punched, grabbed, and food can be eaten. Player's monster receives damage from getting hit by bullets, sticks of dynamite, shells, and even getting punched by other monsters, and falls. Damage is recovered by eating various food such as fruit, roast chicken, and even other soldiers. If a monster takes too much damage, it reverts into a naked human and starts walking off the screen sideways, covering up its modesty with its hands. And this state can also be eaten by another monster. If the player continues, the human mutates back into the monster, or if the human walks off the screen, will fly on with a blimp and has lost their score, but with a full health bar. There we go. That one helped because that person blew up the building. Only a fool would do that. He blew up the wrong one. There we go. Damage is not good, but there we go. Now, unfortunately, if you're capturing it, it does have a few flaws. And this one, there is a bad flaw because, as you can see, it's actually wrong way round. Now, I don't know if you can actually rotate it. I really don't think you can. Now, this has been a very, very difficult video to put together, but let's do one more game. This one was kindly donated to the channel. Thank you very much, Ben, once again. This is a game I've never actually played before, but let's give it a try. Right, last game for this video. This is God of War Chains of Olympus. It looks great, it sounds great, but I've never ever played it before. Okay, this is God of War Chains of Olympus, an action-adventure game developed by Benedict Dawn and Santa Monica Studio and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. It was released for the PlayStation 4 on March 4, 2008. The game is the fourth installment of the God of War series and second chronically the prequel to the original God of War. It's loosely based on Greek mythology and set in ancient Greece, with the vengeance of its central motive. The player controls Kratos, a fallen warrior who serves as the Olympian god. Kratos is guided by the goddess Athena, who instructs him to find the sun god Helios. As the dream god Morpheus has caused many of the gods to slumber in Helios' absence, with the power of the sun and the aid of the Titan Atlas, Morpheus and the Queen of the Underworld intend to destroy the pillar of the world and in turn Olympus. There we go, sounds fantastic, looks fantastic, but I've never actually played this game before. Right, they have some crazy weapons in this game and you can get some crazy combos. I mean, that's 12, but that was a breeze. There's also block and of course you can attack in the air. I mean, 26 hits. That was quite easy to do. There we go. Brilliant. The only ones that are only in my collection is now this and the first and second game. I haven't played the one on the PlayStation 4. But I've heard so much about it. Right, pull back on the ballista. Right, we press circle and then we press X to continue. Right. Pull down on the stick to pull it back. There we go. Let it rip. Fire in the hole. Brilliant. Now, even though I do own quite a few of these now, I've never finished any of them. Right, we go through the floor. You also open chests. Alright, lots of enemies. Hold the circle in front of chests to open the chests. Also absorb the orbs. Right. And of course, these games have so many big bosses. So hold down circle, open the chests. There we go. Press circle repeatedly to open the door. Our first big boss. Right, we press circle repeatedly. There we go. Big boss eaten by an even bigger big boss. They can also dodge by using the left and right sticks. Moment we're hitting him repeatedly in the jaw, which activates the minigame. You press the right combination of buttons at the right time and in good time. Press X. Avoid the hands. Stab him in the hands. Press X again. Superb. Have some of that. Right, what we're going to do now is pick up this great big block and wedge it in his gob. Press circle. No, we don't. We hit him in the face with it. So there we go. Have some of that. Something out. Right, on we go. Debuted at number 5 on the North American chart, Changing Members achieved the highest composite score for a PSP title from Metacritic and Game Rankings. One of the stages of the game is a technical showpiece for Sony and arguably the best looking game on the system. It won several awards including Best PSP Action Game, Best Graphics Technology and the Best Use of Sound. In September 2010, GamePro named Change of Olympus the best PSP game, and by June 2012 the game had sold 3.2 million copies worldwide, making it the 4th best-selling PSP game of all time. Right, we've got to push this in, we've got to make our way through this door. We don't just go up to it and ask to come in. We've got to break our way in. There we go, it's in place. Hold circle. There we go. Press it repeatedly. There we go. He's a very strong character. Very, very strong. There we go. We're in. 4-hit combo, 6-hit combo, 8-hit combo, 9-hit combo. So many combos. Alright. Absolutely superb. There's so much going on in the short space of time. And this is an 18, it's definitely not for kids. Right, now your character can also swim. And he swims very, very well. They can also get weapon upgrades. So many weapon upgrades. So many skills. So many attacks. Alright. You can also roll, Jamie, don't forget that. So we do avoid arrows. Alright, there we go. Break the crates. Yes, you can. Open the chests. Yes, you can. Collect the orbs. Yes, you can. We have 1,246 orbs. Now, it's never going to be an easy task. So what we're going to do now is open the door, and like Prince of Persia, the door doesn't stay open very long. So we've got to try and do a roll, a bit like Indiana Jones. There we go. Except he doesn't wear a hat. Brilliant game. Now, Kratos' main weapon is the Blades of Chaos, a pair of blades attached to a chain that is wrapped around the character's wrists and forearms. In gameplay, the blades can be swung offensively in various maneuvers as the game progresses. Kratos acquires new weapons. The Sun Shield and the Gauntlet of Zeus. Right, we push it with our feet. There we go. There is that big bad boss once again. Right, we need good balance. Use the stick. Not only is he good at attacks, he does need to have good balance. There you go, superbly done. Now Kratos only learns 3 magical abilities as opposed to the 4 in the previous installments, including the Effect, the Light of Dawn and the Chevron's Wrath, giving him the variety of ways to attack and kill their enemies. Right, no more statistic reading, this is nearly done. Put an end to this video. Right, open the door, hold circle, there we go, attack circle. There we go. I sense a boss battle is on the horizon here.
What evil have you wrought on this city, Persian? Evil? It is not evil that I bring, Spartan. I bring the might of Persia and the sacrament of purification. As we speak, my basilisk cleanses this land so that it may embrace the glory of the Persian Empire. Olympus has sent a message, and I am here to deliver it. Then you are just a messenger. So take this message back to your little gods. It will take more than a pathetic Spartan to stop the power of the Empire.
Right, okay. Boss battle. For a piece of this video. Right, he has fire on the edge of his swords. Don't forget, Jamie, you can do that roll. I keep forgetting that. This weapon, it should be a breeze. Okay, quite a bit of footage for this video. It ends with a boss battle. And a very, very angry one, too. He has a sword. Right, start the minigame. Circle. Circle again. And again. X. Triangle. Have some of that.
Please. Please. Spare my life, and I will give you all that you ask. You have nothing I want, Persian. Take my kingdom, my women, my gold. I won't take your riches, but I will take your life.
Okay, pick up a chest. He hits it repeatedly in the face of it. This is not for kids, people. This is not for kids. You require the effort. There we go, tremendous game. That's the end of this video, people. Okay, everybody, that's the end of my video. That was a long video, a very time-consuming video, but we got there in the end. But anyway, this is Jamie, Wardens Games. Please like, comment, please share, please subscribe to my channel, please fan page, please channel on Twitch. Just type in Wardens Games, you'll find it fairly easily, and please remember to click the bell icon and notify you videos upload. Fantastic. Not do these little videos, I do regular long plays about cheese, have I been making, and live streams every Friday night. You get time for 8 o'clock. How do I want to wait? Till next time, till easy. Ciao, bye, see ya. Capcom. It was released for the PlayStation Portable in August 2013. Right, Jamie, you made 2 mistakes then. One, you pressed the wrong button, and you're still pressing the wrong button. But then I haven't played this for so long. Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. Go, 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 go. Right. There's a major twist here. Right, hold on. Ah, so hot! Ugh. It was released for the PlayStation Portable in... my lord. This is so tough. On the August... No. Do you know what? I'm going to write this down. Okay, this is not the game. This is Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. Jamie, you keep pressing the wrong button. X is jump. Square is shoot. A video game in Capcom's Ghosts and Goblins series, developed by Toes and published by... No, I didn't do that. No. I did not do that. Well, I did do that, but I didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't do that. The player controls a marble using a trackball. Marble Madness is known for the innovative game technology. Trouble is, there's no escape key. So every time I make a mistake, I've got to wait for the time to expire. At a moment of time, one of my awesome subscribers is currently accepting my challenge to try and get as far as he possibly can in Locus 2. Poo! Okay, this other game is Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is an American media franchise centered on a series of video games originally developed by I very nearly said Bidback Brothers there. Not quite.
That scorpion wins.
I did let you win though, because I made a mistake. Mortal Kombat is an American media franchise centered on a series of video games originally developed by Midway Games in 1992. Do you know what? I very nearly said it again. I keep saying... I nearly said Bidback Brothers. So this is not Bidback Brothers. This is Midway Games. You make a mistake, you have to die, then I have to drink my tea. Jamie, here's a pro top tip for you. When you're not using your phone, charge it. Yeah, I'm busy. I'm trying to sort my cables out. My phone is dying. I'm at 11%. Phone's dying. My character's dying. I'm trying to charge my phone. The trouble is, Jamie, it's not plugged in, so it's not going to charge, mates. It's not going to charge. It's amazing what happens, Jamie, when you plug your phone into a plug socket. It might charge it a little bit more than it was before. You're trying to charge it with no electricity. Right. Fair play, though. Good try. It was never going to work. Developed by I keep saying Bidback Brothers. Jamie, this is not the Bidback Brothers. The game's protagonists are George, a King Kong-like gigantic